Provision is one of the greatest trusts yang Allah has placed upon humankind, especially upon those responsible for their families. In Islam, earning a living is not merely a worldly activity, but an act of worship when it is done with the right intention. Many people work tirelessly day and night, yet not all of them experience blessings in their lives. This is because provision that is pleasing to Allah is not measured by how much is earned, but by how it is earned and how it is used. Allah commands His servants to seek what is lawful and good, for from lawful provision, the heart, soul, and future generations are shaped. Halal provision brings peace, while unlawful provision, no matter how abundant, often brings hidden hardship and unrest.
The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ taught that working to provide for one's family is a form of striving in the way of Allah. Every drop of sweat shed in lawful effort is recorded alayhi salam a reward. Even a single bite of food given by a husband to his wife is counted alayhi salam charity. This shows the noble status of provision in Islam. However, Islam strictly emphasizes honesty and justice in earning a livelihood. Deception, fraud, usury, and oppression have no place in lawful provision. Allah sees every step taken by His servants. Provision that pleases Allah is always rooted in honesty, trustworthiness, and responsibility. Whoever upholds these values will find that Allah opens doors of sustenance from unexpected directions.
Sincerity is the soul of provision that pleases Allah. Many people work only to gain praise, status, or worldly recognition. Yet the most valuable work is that which is done purely for Allah. When intention is sincere, even the simplest job becomes worship. A small trader who is honest may be far more honored by Allah than a wealthy person who cheats. Sincerity brings tranquility to the heart. Even if income is modest, it feels sufficient and satisfying. This is true blessing. Provision that pleases Allah nurtures contentment, freeing a person from envy toward the wealth of others. In addition to effort, provision that pleases Allah must be accompanied by prayer and reliance upon Him. Human beings strive, but Allah determines the outcome. Prayer opens the doors of the heavens, while reliance strengthens the heart when results do not meet expectations. Many stories tell of people who remained honest during hardship, only for Allah to replace their difficulty with far greater blessings. On the other hand, those who pursue wealth through forbidden means often live in constant turmoil. This teaches us that Allah's pleasure is far more valuable than material gain. When Allah is pleased, even little becomes enough, and abundance becomes beneficial. Within the family, provision that pleases Allah becomes the foundation of harmony. Children raised on lawful sustenance tend to develop gentle hearts and are more receptive to truth. The prayers of parents are also more readily accepted when their provision is pure. Unlawful earnings, however, can block prayers from being answered. The Prophet ﷺ warned that a body nourished by unlawful means is more deserving of punishment. Therefore, guarding the purity of one's provision is not a trivial matter. It is a great responsibility for which one will be held accountable before Allah.
Trials in seeking provision are inevitable. There are times of ease and times of hardship. However, those who seek provision for Allah's pleasure never lose hope. They believe that every hardship is followed by ease. Patience during scarcity and gratitude during abundance are the keys to blessed provision. Allah loves those who remain obedient even when tested with limitations. Often, financial hardship becomes a means of drawing closer to Allah, giving birth to sincere prayers and hearts that rely solely upon Him.
Trials and seeking provision are inevitable. There are times of ease and times of hardship. However, those who seek provision for Allah's pleasure never lose hope. They believe that every hardship is followed by ease. Patience during scarcity and gratitude during abundance are the keys to blessed provision. Allah loves those who remain obedient even when tested with limitations. Often, financial hardship becomes a means of drawing closer to Allah, giving birth to sincere prayers and hearts that rely solely upon Him.
Ultimately, provision that pleases Allah leads its seeker to obedience, inner peace, and salvation in the hereafter. It is not merely about surviving in this world, but about carrying light into the grave and the day of judgment. Every lawful effort, sincere intention, prayer, and charitable act will testify before Allah. Therefore, let us correct our intentions in earning provision, guard its lawfulness, and spend it responsibly. Allah's pleasure is the greatest goal, and provision that earns His pleasure is the best form of sustenance a servant can possess.
Islam teaches balance between work and worship. Seeking provision must never cause neglect of prayer, remembrance, and obligations to Allah. In fact, maintaining worship is a cause for expanded provision. Some believe abandoning prayer for work increases income, yet the opposite is often true. Allah does not need our work, we need His help. When a servant preserves their relationship with Allah, Allah takes care of their worldly affairs. This is a profound secret of provision that pleases Allah.
Honesty is the crown of those who seek lawful provision. In every profession, whether trader, employee, farmer, or entrepreneur, honesty determines blessing. Gains acquired through deceit may seem large at first, but often vanish quickly. Meanwhile, small, honest earnings grow steadily. The Prophet ﷺ promised that the honest merchant will be gathered with the prophets, the truthful, and the righteous. How noble is the status of those who maintain honesty in earning their livelihood.
In social life, provision that pleases Allah encourages care for others. Wealth is not meant solely for personal enjoyment, but also to strengthen bonds of brotherhood. Helping neighbors, easing the burden of relatives, and supporting those in hardship reflect noble character. Allah loves servants who give generously, even from little. Often, the giving hand becomes richer than the receiving one. This is the miracle of provision, accompanied by Allah's pleasure.
Patience is one of the greatest tests in seeking provision. Not every effort yields immediate results. There are periods of waiting, falling, and rising again. Yet those who are patient are always accompanied by Allah's help. Patience protects one from forbidden paths and rash decisions. Such people trust that provision is never misplaced. What is meant for them will reach them, and what is not will never remain. This certainty calms the heart and strengthens perseverance.
Patience is one of the greatest tests in seeking provision. Not every effort yields immediate results. There are periods of waiting, falling, and rising again. Yet those who are patient are always accompanied by Allah's help. Patience protects one from forbidden paths and rash decisions. Such people trust that provision is never misplaced. What is meant for them will reach them, and what is not will never remain. This certainty calms the heart and strengthens perseverance.
Turning work into worship is the highest understanding of provision. When work is intended for Allah, fatigue turns into reward, hardship into purification, and success into gratitude. no lawful work is degrading. True honor in the sight of Allah lies in righteousness, not position or status. Provision that pleases Allah shapes a person into someone humble, disciplined, and responsible.
In conclusion, let us reflect on the purpose of life. This world is only a temporary stop, while the hereafter is the final destination. The provision we seek today will be questioned tomorrow, how it was earned and how it was spent. Blessed are those who make Allah's pleasure their ultimate goal in earning provision. Even if life is simple, it is meaningful. Even if wealth is limited, it is rich in reward. This is true success, when provision sustains not only the body, but also saves the soul for eternity.